Hi guys, I'm back with a new video and let's talk about good luck, have fun, don't die. I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't super aware of this film for a long time. The first time I heard about it was last year with Fantastic Fest. This was the surprise screening of the festival. But even then, I didn't really know much. But I started hearing the buzz about it, that it was like completely surprising and just something really out there. And then I started seeing some stills, and not gonna lie, just like the feedback and the fact that this stars Sam Rockwell was enough for me to be excited, and I tried to stay away from anything to do with this film. I knew that, as I said, it was pretty crazy. I knew it starred Sam Rockwell, that it was kind of an apocalyptic film. But I didn't know much, and I was really excited about that. I like when I don't know much about a film and it has like all the opportunities to surprise me. So yeah, let's see if this one surprised me or not. As I said, I didn't know much before going into this one, so I'm gonna try and keep it as vague as possible. So this is about this guy that he knows something is going to happen, and he tries to form a team to battle this thing that is about to happen. I'm like leaving a lot out of my summary, but it's on purpose. I think you shouldn't know much about this one. You just should know that it's a wild ride, and that's enough. As I said, one of the selling points for me was this starring Sam Rockwell, and I was so surprised when I watched it today. And not only it stars Sam Rockwell, but it has a lot of other pretty big names. It also stars Zazie Beetz and Juno Temple. So it has a lot of like familiar faces. But yeah, Sam Rockwell is the main actor in this. It also stars Lulu Richardson. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So yeah, a lot of familiar faces. Okay, so post that, let's get to my thoughts. So like the hype was totally true, and for a reason. First of all, yes, this is bonkers. It will probably be the craziest film that we'll see this year. I know technically this came out last year, but it's a 2026 release, like a worldwide release. So I'm counting it as a 2026 release. And will most likely be the craziest film that we are going to see this year. It is wild. And the hype was also real in terms of this being pretty good. I would say this is one of my favorites of the year so far. It will most likely make my top 10 of the year. It is wild, but it is a lot of fun as well. I liked a lot of this film. The only thing that might be a bit too much is like the messaging behind the film. It's kind of something that we have heard before. It's not really touching on anything new. And like the point it tries to make is really obnoxious. I can see a lot of people seeing this film and being kind of annoyed at like the things they're trying to comment on. But I had a lot of fun. I liked the messaging behind it, even though it is annoying at times and it's really out there. But I liked that about the film. Like, it just start right away. Like the film starts and it's just craziness right away. It starts with these like bonkers kind of monologue by Sam Rockwell's character, and like from there it just gets crazier and crazier, and there's a lot of like puzzle pieces that you have to put together in order like to get the bigger picture, which I liked. It has like a similar structure to Weapons, where it kind of like follows different characters at a time, and then once you get the point of view of each character, you get it, like you'll get a better understanding of the story. Obviously, I have to talk about the performances, especially like Sam Rockwell. I like, there's other actors that could do this, but they don't have the same aura that Sam Rockwell has. Like, he really fits this character and this film, and you just had to have the right actor to do this in order to make it like, it's crazy, but you have to sell it at the same time. And I think he was like perfect. Everyone was really good, but like, to me, he was the standout. Visually, it doesn't really have like a distinctive style, but it has crazy visuals, like stuff that happens that is, yeah, just really out there. There's like a plot twist towards the end that is pretty predictable. Like, I saw it coming a mile away, but I don't think it's about that. Like, the film is not about the twist. I think the twist is just something that they decided to add onto the story, because this is just about this wild ride that's also a commentary on a really important subject, especially nowadays. And some of it is kind of annoying, but at the same time, it's pretty relevant and it is mostly like true. And some things made me like think. It's not a overly like, it's not one of those that really makes you think and debate and stuff, but it has some points, and I appreciate that about the film. Like, it's not one of those films that has a really beautiful cinematography, or like, it's not one of those that you see being like an elevated film, but it is a pretty good one, and it's totally crazy, and it has a good messaging, good acting, a somewhat original story. I would say it's something different, so I totally recommend it, although I don't think this is for everyone. As I said, I can see some people seeing this as too much and kind of annoying, but if you just know what you're getting into and you just go along with the story, I think you'll have a lot of fun. And I know I did, and I really enjoyed the ride. It could have been like 10-15 minutes shorter, but I'm not overly mad at the runtime because it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, but you have to follow a lot of characters in order to get the full picture, as I said. So yeah, I'm okay with it, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So post that, let's get to my scores. So overall, I'm gonna give the film a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it, and as I said, this will most likely be in my top 10 of the year. It's a super different film that it's well made, with the messaging behind, with good actors. So yeah, I loved it. Cinematography, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. I know I said that it isn't overly stylized, which it isn't, but it has some crazy visuals, and I know a lot of it was most likely CGI, but it was well made, and yeah, I have to give it props for the things that happen on screen. And originality, I'm gonna give it a 4. Like, I think it is a pretty original story. It has elements that, like, on their own are not original, but everything put together, I think it's pretty original. And yeah, I was super entertained and I had fun. And I liked it. So guys, these are my thoughts on Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. This came out, I think, like last month in a lot of countries. So I assume most of you have already seen it. So if you have, please tell me in the comments what you thought. Like, were you in awe and like shocked and just had like a fun time watching this film? Or are you in the category that found it kind of annoying and like you didn't like the messaging? Because I can see some people not really liking that part. Or yeah, as I said, you are like me and you had a fun time. Yeah, let me know everything in the comments. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video.